Salve, Mr. Toscano. My name is Sam Maurice, and I did a presentation on the last days at Pompeii and the earthquake of 63 AD. The people of Pompeii did not know nor expect the volcano. It was weird because they were so close to one, nearly 500 yards away. Life the last few days would have been the same as it was any other day, since they didn't know the volcano was so close and they didn't know it was going to erupt. They would have enjoyed the plays at the amphitheater since they were big in entertainment, and enjoyed protection from the Roman army since they were in the Holy Roman Empire. The people of Pompeii were educated in volcanoes since they had known some were around and that some had erupted, but never so close. They knew what they did, and they knew that they existed. They just never knew that one was 500 yards away. Earthquakes were also a frequent thing for the people of Pompeii. So, when the volcano actually erupted in 79 AD, the people just thought it was another earthquake since there was loud tremors. The earthquake of 63 AD was measured in a magnitude of 5 or 6 on the intensity scale, and the towns of Pompeii and Herculaneum were severely damaged. The damage caused by the main shock and the subsequent series of tremors was at least partly repaired in both Pompeii and Herculaneum by the time of 79 AD eruption. And Naples and Rome were also a little bit affected, but not nearly as bad as what it was in Pompeii or Herculaneum. There wasn't only an earthquake, there was also a tsunami. Remember the earthquake in 2011 that resulted in the Japanese tsunami? It was like that. The volcanic eruption wasn't the first large destruction of Pompeii. The earthquake of 63 AD was presumed to be the first big destruction of Pompeii. There were also a few small little earthquakes after that, but nothing never too big as it was in 63 AD or 79 AD. To give you a comparison on how big the earthquake was, it was the size of the San Francisco earthquake 1906, which was a very large detrimental earthquake. So, with that being said, the earthquake of 63 AD was a very bad earthquake, and the last days at Pompeii were pretty much the same as they would have been any other day. Thank you so much, Mr. Toscano. I appreciate it.
Hello, I'm Ryan Marciata, and me and my group did the life of Pompeii. So, the crafts of Pompeii. Trading of crafts wasn't just a good source of income for the merchants and the people making the crafts. It was also an activity for them in Pompeii, and it was a very important activity for them too. Most of the items were handicraft and made individually by one person at a time, but not everything was done by hand. They also had presses, like oil presses, and they were actually quite advanced for their time in Pompeii and time in the world. And Pompeii was located near the Tyrrhenian Sea, so they could fish, and fishing also became a very important activity that they used to keep their city fed. They also made tools for fishing, like hooks and nets, to catch their fish and keep them alive. And the Sarno River was also another place where they could catch fish, and that actually had a very diverse species of fish. And another product that they made was wool, and after the wool was washed, after it was collected, it was washed, spinned, and dyed. And instead of using soap, they made liquid made out of water, soda, and urine, and that degreased the wool and made it better. So those are the crafts at Pompeii.
Salve, Mr. Toscano. It is me again. Mark had difficulties with his computer and phone, so he did the research. I'd just like to say Mark did do the research. I just have to do this for him. because he's having difficulties. I hope this is understood by everyone. Thank you. So Mark did commerce at Pompeii. Commerce was very important in the economy of Pompeii because it was a huge trading city in the Mediterranean. Pompeii had hundreds of people walking or sailing into and out of the city, exchanging goods and money. Many people were shop owners or factory owners, and few people were farmers. Pompeii is famous for its huge marketplaces, otherwise known as a bazaar. It attracted many wealthy people from Rome to come and visit. Pompeii soon evolved into a flourishing resort full of luxurious villas and paved roads, which were very rare back then. With hundreds of people from different cities coming into Pompeii, it created large diversity in the population and in money. When we dug up Pompeii, we found a large diversity in coins. Trading and commerce was the main reason why Pompeii became a successful and flourishing city. Thank you.